Sun Tzu's Art of War, the most powerful quotes for victory. All warfare is based on deception. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. Know thyself, know thy enemy, 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Pretend inferiority and encourage this arrogance. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence, it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. The wise warrior avoids the battle. The skillful leader subdues the enemy's troops without any fighting. He captures their cities without laying siege to them. He overthrows their kingdom without lengthy operations in the field. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. To fight and conquer in all our battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. In war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Know the enemy, know yourself. Your victory will never be endangered. Know the ground, know the weather. Your victory will then be total. Hence, to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. The opportunity to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. All warfare is based on deception. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. The greatest general is not the one who wins battles, but who wins wars. The quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a falcon, which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. The general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Attack him where he is unprepared. Appear where you are not expected. A leader leads by example, not by force. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. There is no calamity greater than lavish desires. The wise warrior avoids the battle. Treat your man as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. If you want to win a battle, you must fight as if you are already dead. When strong, avoid them. If of high morale, depress them. Seem humble to fill them with conceit. If at ease, exhaust them. If united, separate them. Attack their weaknesses. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. Regard your soldiers as your children, and they will follow you into the deepest valleys. Look on them as your own beloved sons, and they will stand by you, even unto death. Ponder and deliberate before you make a move. If your enemy is secure at all points, be prepared for him. If he is in superior strength, evade him. If someone disrespects you, smile in front of him, and he will be ashamed of himself. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy, who is not, will be victorious. The wise warrior avoids the battle. The art of war is to win without fighting. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. Hence, to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. The good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. When you are weak, feign weakness. The best victory is when the opponent surrenders of its own accord before there are any actual hostilities. It is best to win without fighting. Never trust a friend who is silent about your flaws.